What's goody, everybody? It's your girl Nat Clark with the Nat Clark Show, and we have a special guest with us. He is none other than Kendall Clark Sr., Mr. Invincible himself, the head leader of Invincible Insurance Agency. He is a Hall of Fame producer within his first year. He is a 5-year agency owner. He has his own business here in the 757, aka Virginia Beach, aka Two Up, Two Down. And he is none other than my father, Mr. Kendall Clark. Go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Hey, no, thank you. I think the last time we did an interview like this, you were in Lynchburg, and
Yeah.
it was the night before the game. So even watching you and listening to you now, I see how you've grown, and I'm so proud of you as a dad. I could not be more prouder. But like Natalie said, my name is Kendall Clark Sr. Y'all got to bear with me. My eyes are a little red. I don't do the extracurriculars. I got sinuses and allergies. But
Yeah.
right here in Virginia Beach, been in the insurance industry. It'll be actually 5 years in May. I got in during the middle of COVID, and I was studying for this test. It took me 19 months just to take it. I wasn't confident. I'm not a good test taker, and I was introduced in 2018. Didn't take the exam till COVID hit. Then when COVID hit, I was acting, modeling. I mean, real actor, like real TV shows, real commercials.
Commercials, yeah.
Model. When I say model, I got paid. I was a real 1099 model. I got checks, got real checks, got print work. Yeah, I got bank statements. Author, co-authored 2 books. I did a lot of things, and also assistant fitness director in my gym. So when COVID hit, it shut all that down.
Right.
And just to look 5 years later, going on 5 years in May, that so much has changed with my life, with my business. We got an office here in Virginia Beach. We actually got closeout week next week. I'm sitting in my office. You see my logo behind me. So I'm excited about what's taking place and what we've been able to do as an agency. Jumping into a whole new vehicle, like to go from fitness to life insurance. It's a totally different thing. So
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes. So I'm glad that you mentioned we did do our last interview. It was all up in my memories just not too long ago. It was about 3 years ago. I think I was like 19 at the time.
Yes.
I was a junior in college. And right now I'm already out of college, got my degree. So I
can masters. Come on,
got my master's.
Talk about that. You got your masters?
Got my master's, got 2 degrees last May. But yeah, dang, it's crazy how time really flies by just like that 3 years ago when we did our last interview, our last sit down. And since then though, I want to go ahead and dig deep into the business. Like you said, you started back in 2020. You hit Hall of Fame your first year. So tell me, how was it like hitting Hall of Fame within your first year? Like, what were you thinking? Like, what was your mindset back then 5 years ago compared to what it is now?
Well, 5 years ago, I just needed to make some money. I was tired of struggling that, and a lot of people don't know this, but that December before I got into insurance, I actually didn't have enough money to buy y'all Christmas gifts. Y'all wanted the Xbox One, all right? And I had enough for the mortgage because we had recently got separated. Actually in the process of getting divorced at that time from your mom. But I just had enough for the mortgage, and I had enough to buy that Xbox One. I ain't have enough for no games. I ain't have enough for no extra control. So I had to ask Nana, your grandmother, my mother, can you help me? Can you buy a couple of games? And then y'all got a list of 10 games, all of them like $60 each. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
You got the Dragon Ball Z Budokai on there. Yeah,
you had like Halo at the time.
Halo up there.
Gears of War 3 was popping too.
Gears of War 3, all that stuff was on there. So, and then I asked my brother, hey, can you buy a controller in one game? So I needed to do something different. And my goals for 2020, and I remember it like yesterday because I just reached one of those goals this year. But my goals for 2020, number 1 was to get the insurance license and pass. Number 2 was to make $10,000 a month.
Okay.
Number 3 was to learn how to play my guitar, which I bought off of QVC one night. I came in, at 2:00 in the morning. Don't cut the TV on and look at QVC. And they were selling guitars. Learn how to play a song in 30 days. And I wanted the guitar.
Just too.
I ordered this pretty emerald green. Matter of fact, it matches my car. This pretty green guitar, and I learned how to play a couple of songs during COVID. But and number four was to buy a Cadillac. At the time, I really had my eyes on the Cadillac, CT5V, Black. I really had my eyes on it. So, long story short, I procrastinated. I didn't get started January, like I said, to study and learn it. It took COVID shutting everything down. So, got licensed in May, and it wasn't. I ain't gonna say it was easy to sell because my first 6 months, I helped 159 families. If you multiply families times 1,000, it's like 159 issue paid business. So it was the most I ever made ever in life, which was my 1099. I think that year was like 110, somewhere around there. And fast forward to 21, Hall of Fame was something they talked about, which was issue pay, help 400 families in a year. Well, you got to think about from me coming from barely money in my bank account to buy y'all Christmas gifts to now I'm depositing 20,000 a month, 25,000, 30,000. I won't even sweat in this Hall of Fame thing. I'm like, I'm good. But,
Right.
I got challenged by my old mentor. I got challenged by one of the other agents. You know what? It'll be a great first story to hit Hall of Fame. And I was like, okay, yeah, all right. And I didn't make the decision to actually do it until September that year, which I was like 200,000 short. And I went on a rampage to hit it. And it was good because you only have one first year story.
Right.
And I was able to do it. I got a red jacket. I got the ring. Got the Breitling. And did it change? Did the sky open up and did the heavens and the angels start singing? No. No.
No.
It's like any goal when you say I'm gonna hit this goal and you hit it, it's always what's next. So I hit it and I said, man, this is cool, but what's next? And we wound up becoming an agency that same year, got the logo. And the following year, I came up short. I didn't hit it the second year. A couple of things happened. I caught COVID. After all the time fighting COVID, I finally caught COVID.
I know you gave it to me.
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, I remember that day in office. Yeah, that day in the office, I wasn't feeling good. I went to charge my car because I wound up getting a Tesla. No advertising for them. So I just charged my car, and I wound up going to sleep in it, and I just felt so tired and worn out. So when I finally got home, I put that thing on autopilot as I was getting home, and I did a test, and that thing came back just as bright. I was like, oh my God. And then kind of find out you had it too.
Yeah, because I was like, I went to church, but when I got home from church, actually, no, I woke up with a headache, went to church, got home from church. No, actually, back for it. I went to a wedding.
Okay.
I'm not going to say whose wedding, but I went to a wedding. Head was kind of hurting. I was like, I'm fine. Like, it's cool. Went to church the next day. Head was still hurting again. Came home. It hit me. All the symptoms came at once, except for I still had my taste. I never lost my taste.
No, I never lost my taste. I just felt tired.
Yeah, I had the chills. I had the body ache. I had the head. And then mom tested me, and then, like you said, just lit up, and I was in the house.
And then I got an autoimmune. So with me, I started like my hair started thinning, and I got psoriasis. So then my face got real blotchy. Like my face started peeling.
Yeah,
it really affected me. It affected me, and it affected me for a good
3 weeks, right?
About 3 weeks. Yeah, it affected me. Like it really affected me. And the cough I couldn't get rid of. But while I was out in that time frame, I realized that life is more about. It's not always about chasing the money. It's about enjoying life while you have it. Because so many people have passed away from this virus, and I think me having it, and I've had it twice, has caused me other like health complications because I had COVID, and the stuff I'm doing, I'm good. Nah, I ain't going nowhere. But I didn't have high blood pressure prior to COVID, but after COVID, it just kind of changed some stuff. So I looked in perspective of, if I hit it again, you know what, it's great. But I remember us being in Daytona for your basketball tournament and actually being there. Even though it was cold as I don't know what in Daytona in December, But being able to be there and focus and watch you play and not have to really worry about, chasing something that really wasn't the rainbows wasn't going to crack the sky if I made it or I didn't. So I didn't make it that year. And then the
Yeah.
following year, I focused on, I wanted to build a massive team. I wanted a team because if I wind up sick or I die, if I don't have a true business that has passive income coming in, I don't really have anything.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was out with COVID, I still had deposits coming in. And that's what really was like, I got to build a team because if anything happens to me, I want to make sure my son and my daughter are good. Not only if they lose their dad, well, we got policies, but I want them to have 25, 30, 40 grand, 50, 100 grand coming in every single month if I'm not here. And that's what my focus really changed on building a real business.
Yeah. So you talked about growing your business, but and I like how you mentioned like within that intro how you came from then to now. So let's talk about then. You started out with prepaid legal in like the early
Oh,
2000s.
wow.
The early
Wow.
2000s, correct?
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
I was like a little boffer back then, but you started with
Yeah.
prepaid legal early 2000s. You were a motivational speaker, which is why you talk in the profession that you do. You talk the way that you do on stages. Um, and then you sell insurance. And not only did you sell insurance, but before then, you were a personal trainer. So, with your journey, how has that transcribed into today being your own, having your own agency with all the things
And
you did in the past?
I look at like everything I've done in the past prepared me for where I'm sitting right now. Like when you're going through the storm and going through the doubt and the car repossessions and the foreclosures and trying to just get by, you don't see it. But if you look at any motivational video on that, and I used to teach you, I said people go through stuff. The only thing is we see the final product and we're like, oh man, I want to be like that. But are you willing to go through what they went through to get what they got? And I think being in prepaid legal back in 2099, 2000, which is 25 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I met
Well,
people, I learned home based businesses, people actually made money. I learned my mindset changed from, I was a junior designer at my job and I might have quit too early, but I wanted more. I wanted to be able to have more. And I've watched, people like the Darnell Selfs and the Mike Humes and the Antonio Adair, dudes who have killed the industry, Eric Worre. I've watched these people. I've watched these people grow. I watched these people explode. I hit Darnell Self up a week ago because they celebrating 25, 30 years and what they've done as far as building the team. So I
that's
knew
amazing.
it was possible. I knew it was possible. And the Russell Peters. Now these are people that I watched. And then, the Chris Roebucks and Ken Roebucks. I've watched these people still in that same business and still making multiple six figures and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about back then, they weren't there yet, but they stayed consistent, and now they're millionaires several times over. So I think it prepared me. I had an opportunity. I'm gonna share this story here on your podcast. A lot of people don't know who Eric Worre is. Eric Worre flew to Hampton, Virginia, and
Okay.
me and Eric Worre and Antonio Adair, which is a good friend of mine, we met at the Phoebus Library. He flew there on his private jet. We met at the library in the background. We were talking about going to another business because once you're documented in sales or direct sales, then you know how to do it again in another business. So we had a private meeting. He flew in on his jet. We met. We talked about the company we were trying to go to. And I said, I'm going to think about it. He went back to the Newport News Airport, got on his private jet, and flew out. How many people can say they had a meeting with Eric Worre in a library in a back room at a little kitty table to talk about doing another business to make multi? This gentleman was a multi-millionaire.
Not a
And
lot
I
of
look at
people
that.
do that.
Not a lot of people say that. I remember flying to Utah and meeting a company and the CEO of a company who was helping homeless kids, like third world country kids, and they were doing things. And the lady had her own mountain. Own mountain. And the only way you could get to her house, you had to get on a helicopter and fly to the top of the mountain. Like, how many people meet a person that got their own mountain? So being around those people, it couldn't do nothing but change my mind and expand my mind. Like, yo, it's so much out here for us to have. So when I got into insurance, all I needed was the right vehicle, humble myself to learn the product, and just implement the things I've learned over 20 plus years into this. Then I was gonna take off. And I just knew it was just a matter of time.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: how many agents do you have as of now?
Um
Like as of February 2025?
Man, I can tell you that right now. I think it's 823 agents.
And how many did you have starting out in your first year?
My first year, like 14.
14.
14 or 15. Yeah.
14. So,
14 or 15. And then with that 820, I'm glad to say this, that 60% of them have gotten paid at one time or another. Like as a agency, our first year we did 1.2 million issue paid out to the agents. The second year, actually the first year we did 1.3. Second year we kind of stayed the same, which to me is backwards. We did 1.3 again because we didn't grow. We stayed stagnant. The third year we did 2.7, and then last year we did 3.7. So we roughly have done about almost $10 million paid out to our agents in 4 years. And our goal for this year is to do 12 million this year alone. So to try to do more in 1 year than we did in 4 years. So we're recruiting, we bringing people in, we looking for people that's sharp, excited. I'm excited because, life has changed. Remember that thing I said on my list? Well, when I did hit Hall of Fame, I hadn't had a car in 18 years. The only reason I had a car is because my dad passed away and I had Poppy's truck.
mhm.
So when I wanted to get something else. And when I hit Hall of Fame, I said, I'm gonna look for a car. I wanted the Cadillac Blackwing.
Yeah.
But to go from 18 years, no car payment to 1,000 plus 2,000, I said, nah, I can't do that.
That's a jump.
But that's a jump. That's a jump
That's
for
a big
nothing to
jump.
this. I was like,
I
I don't want
mean,
that.
yeah.
But when I saw the Tesla, loved it, got it, bought it on my birthday. Remember that? I bought it on March the 9th, was my birthday. I bought it on my birthday. Love that car.
I
I
remember
called
you
it Blue
calling us.
Blue Magic. That was it.
Hmm.
Blue Magic was doing its thing.
Like the hair
Now,
grease.
like that, no, like that. I stand behind it. I believe in it. Like that Frank Lucas, that Blue Magic. So then, when we wound up the next year, my birthday, I didn't buy anything.
Hmm.
And then I got it last year. What did I buy? I
You
bought my
got that
Harley.
motorcycle.
I got that Harley Road Glide 3. That's right. Actually going to Daytona in 2 weeks. We going down there and we gonna ride Daytona. So that was for my birthday.
Hmm.
And now this year, Blue Magic had to go bye-bye. I got Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Got the Cadillac CT5 Blackwing,
The car you were
which was
looking at five
the
years
car I
ago.
was looking at 5 years ago that I couldn't afford. Now I could afford. I'm excited because it's like life is great. Like when I shared on stage, my credit score was below 475. It was like 430, 450. To be at the Cadillac dealership last week and they said, man, your credit score is 812. Look at the
Hmm.
progression. Unscorable 812. So I'm
Wow.
excited and I'm grateful because I see where we're going. But it's not me. It's not just me. My team is leveling up. We got agents leveling up, you know, buying houses, looking to buy houses, going on vacations, real vacations, not going to Aunt Lulibel's house and y'all sleep in one room with a fan in the window. They doing like real vacations, and I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited about that. I'm really excited because it changed my life and now I'm trying to help everybody else life change.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And I'm bear witness to it. So I can see I've seen where you came from 5 years ago within this business and how it's helped you and the people around you, how it's helped me to like
Yeah.
market myself and learn how to like do more photos. Because before I was just doing video and how to do more audio with this podcast. So yeah, I've seen just not only like one person's life changing, but like everybody's life, like the people
Yeah,
around you.
you're seeing it, especially now that you're out of school. You come to the office.
Hmm.
I know you about to lead to your internship, but you've been part of this journey. Your brother's been part of this journey. He was an
Right.
agent for several years. Jed
Hmm.
Williams, he's been a part of this journey. Your mom is a part of this journey. It's like we're really growing, and it's so many things we're going to be able to do. because of insurance, being in this industry. So and then being able to help cover some of your college stuff that I wouldn't been able to do if it wasn't for insurance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. All right, we're gonna shift the topic of discussion right now. We're gonna talk a little bit about sports because this is a
Okay.
sports podcast, and
Yes.
that's just my bread and butter. So we're gonna go with basketball. We love basketball.
Yes, we do.
Grew
Yes,
up
we do.
playing. Um,
Yes.
it's just in our DNA. So
Yeah,
I
your
want to
daddy was
ask,
nice. I was
huh?
nice. I was nice. I
You were
was nice.
nice for what I saw.
Yeah, you saw me at 42. So imagine me at 25.
25 be crazy.
Yeah, they
I
couldn't they
feel like
couldn't
we'd be
stop
the
me at
best
40.
backcourt though, low key.
I was doing LeBron stuff now back then at 42.
I
They
feel like
couldn't they
we'd be
could
like a great back.
yeah
Like you 25, I be 23. All I gotta do is just throw it.
throw the lob. It was
Just throw
over.
it. Yeah.
It was over. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We was getting then your Uncle Brad, us
You know
together
what's
on the
funny
court.
though? You know what's funny though? I went to the gym like last week, and this guy, his last name's like Curry. He
Uh huh.
said he went to school. He went to River. He a
Uh
River
huh.
grad, but he
Uh huh.
remembers Brad. He said Brad used to jump out the gym like crazy.
I told you. I
He
told
said
you.
Brad used to. He said he used to break the rim.
Yeah, I told
He
you.
got a what's his name?
I told you. I'm gonna have that as Brad. He'll know. Talk to your
Yeah,
uncle. But it's funny because when we say it, like we ain't have videos and stuff back then. Like we ain't had no YouTube. We ain't had nothing. So for you to run into somebody, like he said, so you said your uncle and your dad.
yeah. He was like, you look familiar. I was like, yeah, I'm from here. I went to River. He was like, I think I know your. He said, I was like, my last name Clark. He was like, oh, Bradley Clark. I was like, yeah, that's my uncle. He was like, then he
Mm-hmm.
got a brother too. I was like, yeah, my dad is Kendall, his brother.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, your uncle used to jump out the gym. Like he used to try
Yeah,
to break the rim.
Brad used to jump out the gym. He was dunking in 8th grade. He was jumping out the gym. Like you know how the rim be up here, like they push the backboard back and it's like that, hanging up in the
Yeah,
ceiling.
like
He
if
used to
you
jump in there. He used to jump over there and
see, that's crazy.
grab that. But then when I got out of college, I did one of the vertical jump programs.
Yeah.
I,
Oh yeah, I
my
remember you
my my
telling
vertical
me that.
got nasty. My vertical got nasty. Like even Brad was like, "Yo, man, you leaping." Plus, I was lighter than him and stuff. So it's like it just changed. So we both
Yeah.
was like playing in different city leagues, and we throwing lobs on the break, out of bounds lobs. It was crazy. I missed them days. I wish we had video.
You miss
I
like
wish we had
playing.
video. I miss playing. I definitely miss playing.
Yeah.
I definitely miss
Yeah.
playing.
That's why I try to do as much as I can because I don't want to. I feel like once you stop, time just
Yeah,
catches up and your body
once you
just.
stop, time catches up your body. I stopped when your brother was born, like 27 to 40, and that was the worst. 38, 39. That was the worst mistake ever because even though I got in some of the best shape ever, I wasn't in basketball shape. I still
It's a
had the
different type of
hops.
shape.
The hops was still nasty. They were still nasty. Like at 38, 39, I'm still done. But the land is, the knees couldn't take it. Knees
Yeah.
could not take it. Yeah. But if
Yeah.
I was
That's what it is.
conditioned, always playing consistently over, maybe not like I was in the past, but playing,
Oh,
my
you've been
body
fine.
would have been, yeah, my body would have made it take the pounding.
Yeah.
Once LeBron stopped, it's done. You would never see him in no big three, none of that. It's over.
Nah.
His body
Plus,
would be like,
he
nah,
don't have to do all that. He could just keep
nah.
monetizing himself and
Man,
his kids.
the man worth 1.3 billion.
Exactly. He don't have to do none of that. But my question for you, basketball wise, though, do you believe that the game back then was tougher?
Oh
Because
man,
we
oh
hear
man, here
this
we go.
notion, we hear this notion that like the '80s was just a rough time for basketball. They was aggressive, they were physical.
Hmm.
You left out the gym with like a black eye, a bruise,
See,
this, that, and the
that
third.
doesn't mean skill.
No, I'm
Like,
not talking about skill right now. I'm talking about toughness. We
all
already
right,
know the answer to
I'll
skill.
say toughness. Yes, it was tougher back then, but I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I'm 52. Well, about to
Okay.
be 52. I can say this. These ones who never saw the 80s and 90s, they can't say this. There are players from back then who would not make the NBA today.
No.
They
They
don't
played
have the
against
skill.
plumbers.
Not all of them were plumbers. It was some talent. Like like I'm gonna say this in such a nice way without saying it, but there were players back then who were bruisers that they would not make it today. Like a 6'8" power forward with no skill, can't dribble. But all he can do is play defense and bang. Is not gonna make
They're not
the
gonna make
NBA
it.
today. He's a G leaguer. He's a G leaguer, hands down. G leaguer. He can't score. He can't do nothing. Now, are there some anomalies? Yes, there's some who are dynamic rebounders, so they're gonna make it up for it because they can rebound, they can play defense. But skill wise, some of them dudes from the 80s and 90s could not play today. Now, is it a little softer? Yeah, it's a little softer. They get caught. But let's paint the picture. Why did the league get soft? And I'm an MJ fan. It got soft because Michael Jordan. They didn't want Michael Jordan to get beat up by the Knicks. They was tired of him getting beat up by Pat Riley and Miami Heat. He was getting beat up by Detroit. So they started calling stuff and made the games. They opened up the lane more with they opened it up when they went to the zone. You know why? Because they wanted more scoring. They didn't want games 78 to 75. They want the high flying Jordan dunking on people, the high rise. That's what they wanted. So the game got watered down because of back then. Stuff doesn't just happen overnight. It's a progression.
Yeah.
There were times, and I'm a diehard Jordan fan, there were times where Jordan would foul somebody and they called a foul on the other man and he damn near was sitting on the bench. You're like, man, I ain't with me. I ain't even in the game. Like, he wasn't even, like, Jordan got away with so much. And now that I'm older, I can go back and be objective. Like, we used to act like Jordan never got dunked on. Like, John Starks dunked on Jordan. He went baseline, Horace Grant Jordan. But we said, nah, Jordan, he wasn't really there, though.
No, John, that dunk was
John
nasty.
Starks. Like, see, back then we made excuses. Nah, he wasn't really there. It was more Horace than Jordan.
I will
now
say
50, he dunked on him. Shaq dunked on him.
I will say
Lonzo dunked on him.
The
like,
same,
he got
the
dunked
same
on
way you
West
say
people.
that is how we say LeBron ain't get dunked on in the Olympics.
Yeah, he got dunked on. Jason Taylor
he
rammed on him. But if you play basketball, somebody's going to dunk on you.
Yeah, or you're going to get crossed up.
You're going to get crossed up. Hey, I crossed him up. We had like, no, he carried the ball. Made excuses. He got crossed up. Like, stop it. And I like, when I say a Jordan fan, because I argue with people that's my age, because they want to say Jordan better because he's mental toughness, Kobe better mental. Last time I checked, ain't nobody looking at no damn mental toughness for skill. Like, his mental toughness. Like, I'm mentally tough too. But don't mean I can play better than Jordan. I can eat nails and crap them out. I'm mentally tough. But am I better than Jordan? Get that mental toughness crap up out of here. Let's be objective. Michael Jordan was the GOAT. He changed the league. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be politically correct. There were more I can say European. There were more Caucasian players in the league back then.
Yeah.
Less athletic, less skill. Who were they guarding? Jordan. Killing them. If you look at the NBA today, it looks very African Americanish. Very.
Yeah. Plus, everybody's skilled though.
Everybody's skilled now. Could Jordan play today? Absolutely. But when people say LeBron can't play back then, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. The man has played for 22 years. He played in some of that Rasheed Wallace talking about, so he couldn't play in our era. Rasheed, he ran 25 straight on y'all at 23. Get out of here, man. He was 23. This man was 23 years old and scored 25 straight and scored 42 for the game and sent y'all home. He can't play in our era. Man, if you don't sit down. Like, so I would debate anybody and pull up real fast. Because I'm not gonna be a fan. I'm being objective.
You're gonna be real. You're gonna be real about it.
I'm being real because at Nana's house, what do we got in the cabinet, in the closet, in me and Brad's old room? We got Chicago Bulls games on tape, VHS tapes. And I'm talking about we got about 50 to 100 games. This is how much we watch the Bulls games. WGNT will play the games at 10 o'clock at night. Your grandmother said, y'all got to go to bed at 9. We couldn't stay up and watch some of the West Coast games when they played Golden State and run TMC, Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin. Yeah. So we recorded. So we watched it when we got home from school. We got 2 games on every tape. We got over 100 Chicago Bull games. We got Come Fly With Me. We got the dunk contest with him and Dominique on tape. We got games from him with Carolina on tape. So when people say all that joy stuff, you ain't gonna tell me more because I got more stuff on tape. I know one other person who might have this a diehard is Justin Anderson, and Mr. Justin, but he is very. It's like this. It's like this, Nat. I'm gonna say this, and I hope this gets out. Look, Superman fought Batman.
Okay.
Superman got his ass kicked.
He did.
Does it mean he not Superman? Does it mean he not Superman? No, he's still Superman. Tell you what, he's still Superman, but Batman beat him. Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But LeBron is better. And I stand 10 toes down on that one. He is better. Hands down. Don't give me this 6-0 crap. Don't give me that. Because he would not beat Golden State and them dudes with KD.
He would not beat them with a KD.
No.
Nobody can.
Nobody
the best team.
No.
I don't know one team that could beat a 73-9 Golden State Warriors team. So
you think Craig, you think John Paxson, Craig Hodges, Horace Grant, John Sally, Edwards, any of them would have did anything with that Golden State team?
No.
They get about it. No.
I don't know not one team. Like when you think about it, I don't know
unless
one
you
team.
Stack teams. Like you have a team with
unless you
like
stack
Kobe,
them.
Braun, Shaq,
Jordan,
Tim Duncan, and it didn't have a Jason Kidd for point guard. Oh yeah, they gonna beat him.
Yeah.
But you got to stack a team to beat that.
Right.
You got to stack a team. And then LeBron played them and led in every statistical category for both teams. And they said, well, he didn't play hard enough. What else was he supposed to do?
Well, Kyrie should have got the MVP because he hit the shot.
He hit one shot. Like the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. So it's like he hit the shot. But that block.
Come on. It transpired into the shot, bro.
Man, that block alone was like, oh my God, my heart.
Had to move his head out.
I can watch that game now and be like,
I know.
The energy.
Because he came out of nowhere. We were watching. And I was like, yo, where he come from?
We have not had an NBA finals like that in forever. And people say, well, Draymond didn't get hurt. Well, you know what? If Magic ain't get hurt, if Magic ain't realized he had HIV, and Byron Scott ain't get hurt, and James Worth ain't get hurt, the Lakers probably would have beat the Bulls.
Yeah.
If Isaiah didn't twist his ankle and hurt his ankle against the Lakers, he probably would have three-peat.
Yeah,
he probably would have three-peat. So I don't want to hear the probables. Like same thing with if Kyrie ain't get hurt and Love ain't, LeBron probably would have won that year. Like it's a lot of probables. Like we can't look at probables. It's what happens. It happened in the game, and the person got like Toronto shouldn't have beat Golden State, but KD went down, and Klay Thompson went down.
Yeah.
So does it make it a less of a championship? No. That's how the ball bounces.
Yeah. Sometimes when it's your year to win, it's just your year to win.
It's your year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't argue that GOAT thing. You know. And rest in peace to Black Mamba. But Kobe didn't elevate in that conversation until he passed away. And why do we have to die for people to say, oh yeah, we was great? We couldn't appreciate Kobe when he was alive. Because you know what Mamba mentality was back then when Kobe played? Oh, this dude's selfish. He's selfish. He don't want to pass. Nobody want to play with. He's selfish. Then Kobe passed away. Rest in peace. Mamba mentality. When he was alive, it was selfish.
Yeah.
Now he passed away. It's Mamba mentality. Why couldn't you appreciate him? Why couldn't you appreciate him then when he was alive?
I will say, I like Kobe. He's not my GOAT, but I like his game.
Yeah.
But I will say I respect him for how he had standards when it came to his teammates. Like he didn't like lazy teammates.
No, he don't like lazy. But we act like Kobe ain't stink up the joint neither. That same Dallas team that beat Miami got swept, and they were the 2-time defending champs. We act like Kobe ain't go 5 for 20 against the Detroit Pistons in the 08 finals in Game 7. He quit. But don't nobody talk about that. I saw it with my own eyes. If y'all don't think what I'm talking about, Google it. Yeah. 2009 finals, Game 7, Kobe went 5 for 19. He shot a miserable like 32%. 32%. And shot like 60% from the free throw line. And 28% from the three-point line. In a Game 7.
Yeah,
What
he's
happened
not
to
a
all the
big
mama?
game
What
seven,
happened?
game six person
He's had a lot of game 6 and 7s where he crapped
where
up
he
play.
just
He
wasn't playing
bombed
his
it. He
best.
didn't, or he quit on him. I remember watching. The finals against Celtics, watching the finals against Detroit. I remember watching Kobe quit on the team. Like, why is Kobe on the bench? Like, he actually quit. Nobody talks about that. He quit on him, like, and then wound up averaging in that series. He averaged 21 points against Detroit.
Mm.
Nobody want to talk about that. Detroit won. Nobody want to talk about he averaged 22 points against Dallas and they got swept.
They don't want to
All
talk
they
about it.
all they want to talk about is LeBron's meltdown. Well, granted, he didn't live up because I even said, man, what is he doing? But he was so focused on, is this Dwayne Wade's team or my team? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was one of those things. And then they threw 4 men up. So if I take away your strongest thing and I'm putting 3 and 4 on you and you keeping me from doing what I do best, which is get to the basket, you got to figure out how you gonna play. You got to learn how to play. And that's why he
Yeah.
came back the next year with a jump shot. He came back the next year like, anybody stopping me. They couldn't get him. He would move quicker. By the time he was coming off, time he got the ball, he attacked versus getting the ball and sitting and letting the defense come to him. That's what changed. That's what changed. So I'm very objective because I've watched everybody. Nah. Superman got
You
his
have the
ass kicked by
experience of all
Batman.
the. You have like the experience of watching every like era, the 80s, the 90s, early
Yep.
2000s, 2010s, about to be
Yep.
2020s. Like, what do you think? What do you think they can do, or what's an idea for the All Star games to be more interesting? Because this time, it wasn't the players' faults. It was actually the NBA. We have more hours in commercial breaks than we did actually watching the actual All Star game.
I didn't even watch the game. So I would
Yeah.
say if you do USA
But
versus the
I
world.
will say I like the idea this year. Like I liked how they did. All right, first team to 40, move on. I like that, but
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
feel
that's
like
good. I think that's a
maybe
good format. I think that's a
yeah,
great format. I think you should do it again. But I also think they should do USA versus the world. So you
mm,
put the people that's from other countries versus the best in the USA. And you still do 4 teams. It's enough European players and foreign players that you can still have 4 teams that you can do USA versus the world and let them battle out for a cash prize.
that'll be tough.
That's gonna make it more exciting. And then the NBA has to do better marketing to hype it. Like
Yeah,
I feel like they have not hyped it. Like Matt McClung won 3 dunk contests.
in
Did
a
you
row.
see any commercials hyping it up? Like we technically don't know who in the dunk contest till the night of,
Right.
and
Yeah.
we're like, who is this clown? Like you see players like,
Yeah.
who is that? So did they market and hype it up? They don't. They don't hype it up enough. If they hyped it like this team versus this team, and the cat, like it would make fans want to watch because they don't advertise like they used to. They
Do you
don't.
think do you think with advertising, I agree with that, but do you think like they advertise more in like other sports like the
Yeah, they
Super
do.
Bowl or like pay-per-view boxing
Yeah, they
or the
do.
World
And even
Series?
baseball and
Yeah.
All Star game, they hype up home run derby. They'll say next week home run derby is always on Wednesday. They hype it up like you waiting. Like I'm racing home. I want to see a home run derby. They don't do that with the NBA.
Mhm.
They
It's like a
don't advertise.
decline.
They don't do that. Whose fault is that? It's not the players. The game hasn't changed. The talent's better, but they're not marketing like they should. They're not marketing it. What they gonna do when LeBron leaves?
Everybody gonna be sad.
Everybody gonna be saying, and all the haters to talk about ain't gonna have nothing to talk about.
Right. Or they gonna
Like,
turn
what are you
around
gonna
and be
talk
like,
about
yeah,
when
he was a good
every
player.
podcast and everything was always LeBron can't do this, LeBron can't do this, LeBron can't do this. What are you gonna do when LeBron retires? Who are you gonna talk about? Who is the person in the league you gonna talk about?
Like who's gonna be the new
Like,
face?
I love Gil's Arenas, but old boy sitting on that couch with that crown on, bro, you ain't king of nothing but court jester. Like, I don't want to say your name, but come on, man. Who you gonna hate on?
Yeah.
Who you gonna hate on? Sound
Yeah.
like a bitter old man.
He's entitled to his opinion,
Yeah.
even though it's not right. But
So are clowns. So are clowns.
but yeah, I think marketing is like should they need to do a better job with that
Yeah.
because, like you
Yeah.
said, we don't know who's in the dunk contest till the night before.
Till the night before or the night
Like,
of.
or the night of, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
know nobody in the dunk contest but Matt McClung. So Matt,
They
oh, he gonna
did
win
good
again.
last year with the 3-point contest.
Now they have gotten better with that.
Yeah.
They've gotten better with that.
Because they had Sabrina and they had Steph and they had
Yeah, they gotten better with that.
Yeah, they got better with that. But yeah, boxing though. We got Canelo versus Crawford.
Yeah. I think it got canceled, or is it still on? What's going on?
I don't know. They say Canelo versus Crawford, then Canelo turned around and said, I'll fight Jake Paul.
Oh my God.
I don't know what.
I don't know, man. But here's the thing: he's jumping up. Crawford's jumping up from 154 to 168. That's a big jump.
He's going to 168.
Yeah, that's a big jump. And there's no hydration clause, so Canelo might be like 185 in the ring that night. Crawford ain't used to carrying that much weight.
No, he's not.
So if it happened, I would say Bud gonna win, but Bud ain't never been hit by nobody like Canelo either.
He's not, but I think he's quicker and he got power.
But Bud has got knocked down before too. He get hit by Canelo. He might not get up. Because it's different fighting somebody who might be walking around at 200 pounds and you walk around at the most, you're trying to get to 168.
Yeah.
And be conditioned at 168. In shape at 168. When you start out fighting at 144, 140, you know what I'm saying?
That is a big jump.
It's a big jump. So, it's gonna be interesting. Then you got this weekend, you got Shakur and Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield fighting.
I forgot about that fight.
Yes. I'm
definitely gonna watch it then.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm trying to figure out how to watch it. But I think, can Kid Austin beat Shakur? I think so.
I think Shakur's more skilled though.
Shakur's more skilled, but I don't think Shakur hit hard enough, especially since his broken hand.
Yeah.
If he runs, it's like, bro, stop. So get him a track scholarship. But I want him to stand in there. But his hand, I don't think his hand is fully healed.
Mm-hmm.
And Schofield got one of them pit bull necks, so he gonna have I don't know if he gonna hurt him. I don't know if he gonna hurt him. Plus, you got to think, when somebody knows they can beat you and they determine they're going to beat you, it's hard to beat somebody who in their mind already said, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. His dad and him have been waiting on this moment to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's fighting with a hand that just healed up from surgery. He don't hit hard anyway.
No.
And he going up against somebody who actually can take a punch and you don't have no power.
So the only
thing is, I don't want to hear no crying about my hand wasn't right when he lose. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have taken a fight. You shouldn't have taken a fight. If you lose, take it like a man. Drink the Kool-Aid, eat the crow, eat the humble pie, and just take it. Don't make an excuse when my hand wasn't 100% healed. I shouldn't take a fight, but I took it anyway because I don't want to hear that, man. Because you talk too much. All this right here, just be quiet and fight.
Yeah. Not gonna lie though, I will say though, I want to see that fight, but I will say in the past when it comes to Shakur, I just feel like he's not entertaining for me to keep watching him.
He's not. Nobody.
He's not pay-per-view.
He's not.
I don't think
that's why I hope the fight ain't on pay-per-view. I hope it's not.
Yeah, his fights they're usually not on pay-per-view. Like his past fights I watched, on Top Rank, it's just a top rank event.
Top rank event.
I don't know. But then before he was talking about fighting Gervonta and
he ain't ready for Tank.
I don't think anybody's ready for Gervonta, to be honest with you.
You know what? I think Keyshawn can give him a match, but I don't know if Keyshawn ready yet.
You think Keyshawn could do it?
I don't think he's ready
yet. If he had I don't know, maybe a year or so.
A year, yeah. Right now, I still don't. I mean, Keyshawn is nice, and he Norfolk. He's 7'5".
Yeah.
But I don't know. Tank is a different animal. Tank hit hard. And they said, well, he ain't about. But look at his knockout percentage.
Look at his knockout rate. It's like 93%.
Exactly.
If you step in the ring, you're most likely.
And then people say, well, I beat him in sparring. You know what? That's sparring. That's even matter. Because in sparring, you're trying.
Garcia in sparring. And what happened
You're trying different things in sparring. In sparring, you know what? Normally, I lead off this foot, but I'm going to do it this way. Normally, I say, you're trying different things to see if it works in sparring. Sparring is practice. Like, I'm gonna practice this way to figure out if I can get it right. You know what I'm saying? And then when
Yeah.
it's perfected when it's time to fight in the ring. So if I'm sparring one of these dudes, okay, I know he don't like the overhand right. So you know what? I'm gonna fight different this time. I'm gonna set him up with this, and you're trying different things. When the other person might be saying, you know what, I'm going to knock his head off. You ain't there perfecting, trying to try different things, practicing. That's what sparring is. So I never looked at sparring like, oh, this person gonna win because of sparring. Nah. Because in sparring, you're practicing different things that you're going to implement in the ring when you fight it. So it's perfected when you get in the ring. It's perfected.
Yeah.
So it's totally different. But being in the ring and sparring is totally different.
I will say that also, yeah, sparring is different. It's practice. It's practice for the real match.
It's like this.
You know?
I'm in basketball practice. I'm gonna dribble and shoot every
And we do
jumper left
scrimmage
hand.
or whatever.
I'm gonna shoot every jumper left handed in scrimmage. Every jumper. All I'm doing is playing left handed. Now when the game comes, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But it's practice. I'm trying to get my left hand better. I'm trying to get all my moves jabbing going left quicker and better. So that way when I do it in the game, it's perfected. I might bounce the ball off my foot 1 or 2 times. I might shoot a brick 1 or 2 times because it's practice. So by the time I get to the game, it's perfected. That's what sparring is. I'm going to practice some stuff now. So when I fight the real fight, when it's money on the line, it's pay-per-view, then I got all these kinks worked out.
Sure. Well, Dad, that's all the time I have today. Appreciate you for coming on, talking about the business and your journey, and also, of course, sports, basketball, the topic that we both love talking about. And yeah, if you have any questions for me or any last remarks?
Nah, Nat, this was fun. We definitely got to do it again. Definitely got to do it again. We got to talk about some more stuff.
Yeah, we got stuff to talk about.
Stories to tell. All right.
Yeah, you want to leave us with a joke? One last comedy joke?
I don't know if I got no more jokes. I ain't got no real ones.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing I want to put out here on the air yet. You know.
All right. Okay, we'll say that for later. Then
maybe I got one.
Got one?
I got one.
All right.
I told you about time. I told you about time. So let me tell y'all the story. So I remember, it takes a lot for your daddy to beat you. All right, it takes a lot.
Right.
And my dad, your granddaddy, was 6'5", like 300 pounds. He wore size 19. This was his ring. He wore size 19 and a half ring.
Yeah.
So I remember the first time my daddy beat me. Because I was in private school and this girl was getting on my nerves. And I was like, shut up, the P word. And she's like, ooh, Kendall called me, oh. And I was like, Kendall, what did you say? I was like, nothing. What did you say? I ain't say nothing. They said, where you hear that from? No, dang way I heard somebody else there say it too. In private school. Learn all the curse words, the dirty words, learn about sex. I learned everything bad in private school wearing them ugly uniforms. So she said, you go sit in the corner till your mama come get you. So here I am in the corner like this. Here in the corner like, man, my mama gonna beat me. My mama gonna beat me. And I'm like, maybe she forget. So I'm looking at my little Mickey Mouse watch to see the time. I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, she ain't here yet. But maybe she be in a good mood. So all of a sudden, I look like this and I see my mom walk in and I see him talking. And my mom is smiling. I said, well, she in a good mood. All of a sudden, Kendall, come here. That smile went away. So then I'm like, oh, son. Kendall, what did you call that girl? I don't know. What did you call her? You know what you called her. I call her, oh, where did you hear that from? I don't know. Wait till you get home. So I was like, when you get home, go to your room, no TV. I said, Mom, it's Friday though. No TV. Your daddy get home. Do I get to watch the Dukes of Hazzard? I'm like, no, you ain't watching no damn Dukes of Hazzard. So we get in the car, like any little kid, you trying to break the ice. I'm in the car ride with Mom, trying to break the ice. Hey, Mom, I think I'm gonna get all A's. Damn, no hell, I ain't getting all A's. Mom, I think I'm gonna get honor roll this time. Yeah. The whole time I'm looking out the window, your little kid, you look out the window, you write your name in the fog on the window. I think I was writing help on the damn window. Help. So I get home, she like, go to your room. So I go to my room and she like, Bradley, your uncle, what Kendall do? You tell him. And I said, I called the girl, He said, "Oh, you will get in trouble." I said, "Shut up, Bradley." So then I'm looking out the window the whole time, seeing my dad come home. Looking out the window the whole time. I can't play with no toys. Bradley playing with the He-Man action figures on the floor, Castle Grayskull. I'm up here laying on the bed, sitting Indian style on the bed, like maybe he be in a good mood. So my dad's truck pull up. I hear him pull up. He get out the truck. I hear him whistling. He whistling.
Yeah.
He in a good mood. You know how Pop used to whistle. He walk up to the house, garage door open. "Hey, sweet." "Hey, Barrymore." They kiss. I'm peeking down the hallway. And that's the next thing I hear is, "Guess what your son said today?" And he was like, "Kendall, come here. Where you get that from?" "I don't know." "Who are you here say that?" "What'd you call her?" "I don't know." All of a sudden, that I didn't realize your granddaddy was that fast. Them big ass sausage fingers like hit me like lightning. Pow, pow, pow. I was like screaming like, ah, I was hollering for my life. I was hollering for my life. I didn't know he could move that fast. That was hollering for my life. He said, "Go down the hall. Ain't no TV this weekend. You ain't watching no damn Dukes of Hazzard. You ain't playing with no toy." So then Bradley was like, "See, I told you you get your." You know what I said to him? "Shut up, you old." So that's the story I got. That was the first time my dad ever beat me, but the damn show won't the last. I got a couple of them.
How old were you?
Man, I had to be like 10 years old. 10
Dang,
years
he
old.
was 10 years
Yeah,
old.
he lit me up. Boy, I didn't know he could move that fast. That thing was like out of nowhere, like a thunderbolt, like Zeus's lightning rod. Pop, pop, pop. Man, you talking about them sausage heads hit my butt. Boy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was funny. All right, we definitely got to do another episode. I'm glad we ended with that.
All
Thank
right,
you again,
baby.
Dad, for
I
joining
love
the
you, baby.
show. Y'all tune into the next episode of the Nat Clark Show. Stay healthy out here, stay warm, and God bless. Peace.